speak mostly about Magic the Gathering on my channel, but I also am a collector of other things. Marvel Legends to be one of them. And I used to be a collector of Pokemon, believe it or not. But I sold all my collection, well, most of it, let's say 99% of it. Mostly I just have bulk left in 2012. And since then, I've been thinking about collectibles as asset classes. Now, me being a millennial, like other millennials, would probably feel like they're priced out of the housing market, which is not necessarily the case, but a lot of millennials, they feel financially insecure. So collectibles seem to be a good place for people to be parking their money, and assets usually go up, especially nowadays, mostly houses, but collectibles are in that realm because of, money printing, quantitative easing, stimulus, and the money has to flow somewhere. And people, when you have low interest rates in the bank, like 0 to 0.25%, some places are even negative interest rates, if you can even wrap your head around that. People want a safe place to park their money. And let's be honest, the stock market is pretty volatile, same as cryptocurrencies. I mean, it's still nice to own some stocks, still nice to own a bit of crypto, but people really, they want more stable places to put their money. And to be honest, that's one of the reasons why I actually got into collectibles in general. I am a bit of a nerd, though. It's not just because I want to park my money somewhere. I do enjoy reading comic books. I enjoy playing Magic cards. I enjoy collecting in general. I think it's just a great hobby, and it keeps you, aware of market trends, and it actually makes me feel like I have a place that I can safely put my money, where it's not just going to completely tank overnight, like, the March 2020 stock market, or the housing crisis, I guess, in 2008, but that obviously rebounded, and now, like, housing prices are seeing new rises and returns like you wouldn't even believe. But I wanted to talk mostly in this video about asset classes as collectibles. So what actually got me to want to make this video and just start talking about it in general is, when I used to collect Pokemon cards, it always, I liked collecting them, but I didn't even really know why, because I wasn't playing them, unlike Magic the Gathering. But there's a lot of sets that I opened up throughout the years from 2008 to 2012, and that was like my second resurgence of getting into the game, as a collectible item. Because back before, I was just a kid and I was opening up cards on the playground, and I just had binders full of cards. I didn't even know what the heck I was doing. I just had cards. And then obviously I lost some of those, sold some of them later on, but most of them were gone. And I tried to re-accumulate some of these cards. So I had a lot of base set cards. I had a lot of cards from the Neo Ages, in Wizards of the Coast, owned Pokemon. And then I bought a couple booster boxes of Platinum, Supreme Victors, and I think I had Black and White. So I wanted to go back and look at some of these prices, because I'm like, well, I just got back into Magic the Gathering right after that, after I sold my Pokemon card collection. I'm like, well, what could have happened in my future if I would have stuck more into the Pokemon collectible market and didn't shift my finances mostly over into Magic the Gathering? Well, wow, it was shocking to see that. I was looking through eBay at some of the prices of Pokemon booster boxes from the time period that I was actually collecting them and opening these boxes just for fun. And then it made me, I was in shock, because some of these boxes are over $1,000. Not just some, quite a lot. So it seems almost as though Magic the Gathering cards, or at least sealed product from 2010 onward, didn't have the same returns as Pokemon. And whether or not it's because of Logan Paul or just new trends, and maybe a lot of millennials are into Pokemon, and that's true, versus Magic the Gathering, I think it's more of a Gen X game, versus Pokemon is more millennial, so some of the money is shifting more towards Pokemon now due to demographics. But it was just crazy for me to see that. And then it made me kind of reconsider collectibles in 2021. Now, is Pokemon going to be a game that outperforms Magic the Gathering as a collectible item? Now, I don't know. Here's what I do know, though. Magic the Gathering has been shifting more and more recently to digital platforms. And, you get some of the code cards from some of the products that you buy, but overall, Pokemon did a better job with that. Every pack you get, a redemption code that you can play Pokemon Online. Now, Pokemon Online is not as good as MTG Arena, I will say that, but Pokemon has never been really about the playability of the game. Everyone knows Magic the Gathering is the best card game from a player's standpoint. What they've built over the years is nothing short of incredible. But Pokemon has been more a collectible. Even when I was buying it, because I thought about the mindset that I had from between 2008 and 2012 when I was collecting Pokemon, I didn't play the game. I just collected them. I'd open up packs, put them in binders, and I'd trade cards here and there, but I would just try to like fill out sets here and there. And then it kind of almost dawned on me, Pokemon is a more of a collector, speculator kind of game, because it's not as much about the playing side of it like Magic the Gathering is, but yet their products are going up in price a lot. So that's what kind of scared me, because if you think about Pokemon as a brand and Magic the Gathering as a brand, now Pokemon has movies, they've had a couple movies go into theaters, they've had a TV show, and then they have the trading card component along with it. Magic the Gathering has the trading card component. I mean, there's talks that there's going to be a Netflix show. We don't know if that's going to actually come to fruition or not. But as of right now, Pokemon as a brand is bigger. And it looks like the boxes are actually going up higher and higher versus Magic the Gathering. Look at their stuff from 2018 onward. I think the last profitable set from a standard perspective was Dominaria. Now, if you look at Pokemon, most of the boxes from 2017 onward have already went up 20 to 25%, sometimes even 50%. So collectability now in the future, from a trading card perspective, I think Magic the Gathering is going to have to restructure their business operations and maybe focus more on the brand. And that's why I'm hoping that if the Netflix show does come out, and if it is a success, we will probably see an increase in a lot of prices in the future. So maybe the boxes will start going up from standard set. I always thought that since the collector booster boxes came out, it's kind of ruined the draft booster box prices. If you look at, if you actually look through the data, you're barely seeing any good EV on these boxes. Why would you open them? And even the sealed perspective, it's not, the prices are kind of on the downward trend. So I'm pretty bearish overall on Magic Gathering sealed product right now, which is why I wanted to make this video, because 2021 is going to be an interesting game for, a year for collectibles in general, and I want to see where Magic Gathering stands. Now, Magic Gathering is one of my loves for a collectible standpoint. I love playing the game, I love collecting the cards, I love completing sets, I love building decks, and I love having my sealed collection, but Marvel Legends was something that I've always collected, and I've never really stopped. I mean, I've had periods where I wouldn't buy as much product because I felt like they were just throwing out too much, like they were having too much sets in a year. It'd be like, oh, okay, we're going to have this box set, this box set, this box set, this new Build-A-Figure set. And I'm like, okay, it's enough. I'm going to take a breather for now, and then I focus more on Magic the Gathering. But now I'm actually like, well, maybe I will actually go back and collecting more Marvel Legends. I have tons of bins full of figures that I have in plastic bags and everything, Ziploc bags, twisty ties and everything. So I may actually, I'm pretty bullish, I guess, on Marvel Legends and collectibles. But Magic the Gathering, on the other hand, I'm a little worried. If you can't play the game, you can't win, right? If you're only playing MTG Arena, if that's the only component Magic has going for is the game, and it doesn't have the brand like Pokemon has or Marvel, collectability, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not talking about reserve list cards, old cards like Beta, Alpha. Those are always going to be gems. They're iconic. They're always going to be worth money. I'm talking about newer cards and newer sets moving forward. That they're struggling with the brand identity, and I think that might be why they even looked at doing collaborations like Walking Dead, because they don't know where they're at with that. If the game was the main selling point, and then you have MTG Arena, and now people can't play in stores, and you've canceled all your tournaments and events, 2021, it's going to be an interesting year for Magic. Well, Okay, I'm gonna mull this over more, but let me know what you think in the comments.